horses are the greatest part of her life. Here to tell us her story, please welcome Maria Rana.
When we first met, my heart whispered to me, "That's the one." We were both in a bad state of mind and needed each other. We had both lost all of our trust and needed someone to bring it back, someone that would be there forever. This isn't your typical friendship story. This is a story about how one horse can turn your entire life upside down. My journey with horses begins very early. I started to ride horses when I was barely a child. I could barely walk. And they have always been a part of my life, although my true passion for horses didn't really blossom until I met her, Star. When I found her, she wasn't the easiest horse to ride. I always had to negotiate with her, no matter what the task was. I knew I didn't like the way I had of communicating with her, so I started to look at other ways to get my message through. Oddly enough, at the same time of my research, I met Giorgio Pagliaro, a Pirelli instructor who had taught me with some other horses from my dad that were far more messed up than Star. I immediately clicked with his way of working and wanted to find out more. I spent an entire night watching YouTube videos of this American couple, Pat and Linda Pirelli, that had come up with the method. And I honestly fell in love with it. I loved the mentality and what it brought to me, and I wanted to find out more. So I asked Giorgio to teach me. And little did I know then that a year from then, I would be in Colorado for 3 months learning from them. This method is based on love, communication, and leadership. And it has brought me so close to all of my horses, and especially Star. It got to the point where I could ride with just a string around her neck and nothing else. Thanks to this program, I did incredible things that I didn't think I was even capable of doing. And I asked Giorgio to come with me to Rana and help me with all the other horses. He was supposed to stay for 2 weeks. It's been almost 5 years, and he's still here putting up with me. But all good things come to an end, and after an accident in which Star ripped a tendon in her leg, I decided to retire her from competitions and let her live the rest of her life in a huge field with all the other horses. I was completely lost. The one thing I loved more than myself had just gotten stripped away from me. A part of myself was gone. And for a good amount of time, I contemplated the idea of quitting riding. I couldn't even come near to a horse without feeling an empty spot in my heart. Fantastico and I met when I didn't want anything to do with horses. I was done. But when I first saw him, my heart whispered to me, "That's the one." Maybe we were both equally broken and needed someone to trust in, but that, for a second, that horse filled the void Star left in me. And as you can imagine, I fought myself on this one for a while. I couldn't and didn't want to accept that any other horse could take such an important role in my life, Star's role. Soon, other horses arrived, and Fantastico got left with me, despite my absolute refusal to work with him. I knew it was going to happen, so I was like, might as well try anyway. I started working with him, and in a matter of months, he became a completely different horse. His confidence was back, and so was mine. His fears were going away, and so were mine. I started to do the same things I was doing with Star with him. Horses taught me how to love myself, and that is the biggest takeaway I have from 13 years of horse riding and working with difficult horses. Horses don't lie, gossip, or judge. You can truly be yourself around a horse, and the more time I was spending around horses, the more time I had to learn new things about myself and learn how to truly love and appreciate myself. Horses teach us about authenticity and honesty because they know no other way of being. They teach us about collaboration over dominance, and ultimately they teach us how to love ourselves. And the moment you start loving yourself, all your fears and walls fall down because there is nothing wrong with you or the way you are. Horses saved me. Horses changed my life in so many ways, and I strongly believe that anyone can find their turning point, no matter what it may be. Thank you.